played all the games and lost almost everything. Now I talk to myself and it's quite surprising. Roll with me. Let's roll with me. Talk to myself and it's quite surprising. In the middle of the night, roll. Now I talk to myself and it's quite surprising. In the middle of a fight, roll. Can't you see the sign up on the wall? In the middle of a fight, talk to myself and it's quite surprising. Roll with me. Let's roll with me. I wish you meant that I did something like you got it. Wish I would do something else, something like you. Wish I would be someone else, someone like you. Someone else, someone else, someone like you. Wish I could be someone like you. Be someone else.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Minnesota Twins. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. Our starter in this one, it's Sonny Gray.
Well, he's not a scout's dream because of the height, an undersized pitcher, but the heart is there and knows how to work the corners of the plate, add and subtract velocity to keep the hitters off balance.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. And he deals. Pitch misses, and we're underway in Game 3.
1-0.
And the right-hander deals.
Yeah.
Way out front for strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. Don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Next offering down low and in the dirt.
2-2.
This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now it's Alex Bregman. And that's in there for strike one. Gray, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slurve, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next one off the plate inside. And now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
The pitch. And a count 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Bregman checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Ruled a swing. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Sonny Gray checks on the runner. Altuve back safely. Check out these numbers. In 2019, he was the American League Rookie of the Year and established a major league record for OPS by a rookie in a single season. 1067 was his on-base plus slugging. And it's even up.
In that 2019 season, became the first Astro to hit a homer into the third deck at Minute Maid Park. That's an absolute blast.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Swung on, belted. Buxton ranges back. Still going back. And that one's gone. Yordan Alvarez circles the bases. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Kyle Tucker. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. And Tucker is retired. Now we check out the Astros lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Hit weakly on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. Third out. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back at Target Field, and on the mound today, Hunter Brown.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Now it's the second baseman, number 47.
The second baseman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And first offering is fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Here comes the 0-1. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. And here it comes.
2-1.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Left-hand hitter waits. In the dirt. Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's Royce Lewis. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Byron Buxton. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Lewis off of first with 2 away. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Another throw over, and they're keeping him close. The 0-1. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Pickoff move to first, and he's back safely. And a ball and 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back in Minnesota, all set for the start of the inning. Now Michael Brantley steps in.
Michael Brantley.
The wind and the pitch. Check swing went around. It's 0-1. And that's in for a strike. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. The pitch. Got him. And there's 1 down. Jose Abreu up to hit. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Jose Abreu, one of those guys with kind of a quirky number 79. It was a number his mother chose for him way back when. She said, pick a unique number and make it yours. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. Fouled off. He was late. Righty delivers. Popped up. Kirilloff in position. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Jeremy Pena will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Way high.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now batting Max Kepler.
The right fielder.
The pitch. Ball one, no strikes. Kicks and deals. And that one is lifted in the air. McCormick has it sized up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 6. The third baseman.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one's in there. Strike one. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Ground ball to the right side. Over to Abreu. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Gallo.
2 outs, base is empty. Joey Gallo steps to the plate.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
The 1-0. That one fouled off. The 1-1.
Ball.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and they're down 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, top half of the third inning. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Martin Maldonado. The wind of the pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Maldonado, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he was born in Puerto Rico. Foul ball. Towards first, and that's a fair ball.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Runner at first with no outs here. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second and he's out.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Next one misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That's to third. Polanco tosses to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
The third baseman is a 2.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Bregman, went down on strikes his first time through. Bregman measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Bregman tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. Out towards left center. Buxton sizing it up. Makes the grab on the run. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ryan Jeffers.
The catcher.
Brown back to work. Line drive to short and caught.
Clearly stole a base hit right there. Excellent job. Great athleticism by the shortstop to make that leaping catch to bring it down. It was a line drive headed for the outfield.
And here comes Carlos Correa. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Here comes a pitch. Now one missed. There's the strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. Why to kick the pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Number 47, batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
0-1.
The 0-1, and that's outside.
1-1.
That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. And that's down and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
The 3-1. There's a strike.
Got a full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the righty deals. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center, and that one's gone. He powers one out to right field, and they slice into the lead. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he saw a lot of pitches in this at bat, and in this 3-2 count, he got something he could handle. Wasn't fooled. Did a really nice job in approaching and attacking that baseball.
Here's Alex Kirilloff. Struck out looking in his first at bat. And that's downstairs and outside. In for a strike and a count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now.
Ball.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Royce Lewis now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-1. There's a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. Twins get one on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. And welcome back. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The 1-0. Good eye right there.
2 balls, no strikes.
Righty to the plate. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. The throw to first, and they get the out on Alvarez.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Kyle Tucker digs in now. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And now the center fielder, Chas McCormick, grounded out his first time. There goes Tucker. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Throw there. Safe. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. Chas McCormick muscles one out, and they add a couple more. It's 4-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Michael Brantley, struck out swinging his first time. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
now batting, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
And next to hit for Houston, Jose Abreu. He popped out his first time. That's in there, and that's strike one.
It's 0-1.
Next offering misses down and away. In there at the knees. That is strike two. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And now 2-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Now batting, shortstop.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner at first with two away. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And a base hit into right center field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming around third is Abreu. The relay throw. It's offline, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Martin Maldonado up to hit, and he's already singled in this game. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Pena at second with 2 down. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 6-1.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Go, Twin.
2-0. There's a strike. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Astros 6 and the Twins 1. Bottom 4, and now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
0-1. There's a strike. Going 2 now. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And yes, he offered at it.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Max Kepler at the plate. Lied out his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
And misses inside.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Ball to strike. The pitch. There's a strike. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Kicks and fires. And now the count filled up 3-2. And a pitch. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jorge Polanco. Grounded out his first time up. In there for strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Runner on the go. Got him swinging. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. And now it's Joey Gallo. 0 for 1 so far. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Man at second. To the right side. Now Tuve handles it, whips it to first. And they take care of Gallo for the out. That's the 3rd out, inning over. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail it 6-1. Josh Winder will take over here.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's Alex Bregman. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, these Astros really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
It's in and out of his glove. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Pretty standard
1 ball, 2 strikes.
high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Hit well. Right field, way back, and gone. Yordan Alvarez blasts one out. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 8-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. You feel like everything goes slow motion when a breaking ball like that leaves the hand right down the middle of the plate, and it's like the pitcher screaming, "No!" and the hitter saying, "Yes!" and the ball gets tattooed for a big home run.
Now Kyle Tucker misses off the inside. Ball 1. That one ripped. And it's gone. That one felt good, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So digging in, Chas McCormick. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. strike two. Next offering is downstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Michael Brantley stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Left-hand hitter waits. That clips the zone, and the count even at one. That's a laser base hit.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Jordan Balazovic.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Jose Abreu getting ready to hit. Off the mark there, 1-0. Brantley, the base runner at first with one out. That one ripped but foul. There's a swing and a drive. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And first offering is fouled off. Pretty unique upbringing for Jeremy Pena, at least in terms of a kid who was born in the Dominican Republic, but then he moved to Rhode Island, not exactly a baseball hotbed, and he played his college ball at Maine. He was a University of Maine Black Bear, and then went on to be a third-round pick of the Astros in 2018. Here's a 1-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That's outside. Now 3-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. The pitch, and they're all loaded up.
Runner take your base.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." Maldonado stands in now and watches strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 10-1.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
So next up for Houston, Jose Altuve. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And that's in there for strike one. Right-handed reliever. And takes low for ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Bases loaded. One away. To the right side. One at second. Throw to first. Safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Line to left. He's got it. And that is out number 3.
Yeah, you wanna do what I do. Woo-hoo. Yeah, you wanna move how I move. Woo-hoo. Wanna match this vibe I got. Come on, show me.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
The catcher.
The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Twins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Line drive. Nice grab.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
Here's Carlos Correa. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Banks off the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Number 47, the next Twin up to hit.
And an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. This one in the dirt, and the runner holds. Runner at second here, one gone. On a line out towards center. McCormick makes the grab, and there's two gone.
The first baseman, number 19, Alex Kirilloff.
Alex Kirilloff, the next Twin up to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
First offering misses the mark.
1 ball, no strike.
And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that just misses. Correa stands at second with 2 gone. Next pitch just misses. Ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's well.
Runner leads away at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Swing and a little roller right side. Takes it himself. And that is the inning. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 11 and the Twins 1. And now it's going to be Yordan Alvarez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Balazovic back to work. Balazovic, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2016. Activity in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar getting loose out there. Number 61, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The wind and the pitch.
Yeah.
Chris, it's pretty amazing to think that Yordan Alvarez could actually be a Dodger. The Dodgers originally signed him in 2016, and a little over a year later, the Astros acquired him for Josh Fields. Pretty good deal for Houston. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Great deal. And you see Yordan Alvarez really emerging as that David Ortiz type of designated hitter. Even though he likes playing left field, this is a guy that has become a true force in that position, if you want to call him the DH.
And a ball evens the count. That one misses, and the count's full.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Tucker at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Fought off foul. Next offering upstairs. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
foul ball, and it remains a full count. And here it comes. Now a fly ball to right center. Buxton moves under it. He's got it. That's out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder,
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And the right-hander deals. And there's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. Good eye right there. That one missed. Stays alive. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. Part of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Astros 11 and the Twins 1. Back at Target Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Royce Lewis. The pitch. This one popped up. Abreu racing over to make the catch.
the center fielder, number 25, Buxton.
So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's through there for a strike. Popped in the air, left side. Bregman makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Kepler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in Germany. And that one wrapped foul. Gonna count 1 and 2. And a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 outs, runner at first. And next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. Well struck left field. Brantley ranging back, looking up, and that is gone. He got just enough of that one, and they inch closer. It's 11-3.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Down, but I'm resilient. There's nothing you can do to me to keep
Here's Joey Gallo. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Now 1-1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Ryan Stanek preparing to come on if needed. Montero warming up as well. Next pitch misses way outside. That's a little bit low. Two down, nobody on. And it's filled up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. He goes down looking.
I'm in my zone now. Money don't slow down. I'm grown now. Yeah, I'm on now. I'm dropping the top. I'm skirting off. I'm in a foreign now. Magic City, bringing umbrella.
New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley.
The right-hander back to work. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Jose Abreu up next for the Astros. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike one. And the righty deals. And the slider just misses. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Nobody out. Runner at first. And That one missing low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all, and they add to the lead. It's 13-3, and their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for these guys, clearly it's the long ball. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 61. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. So up next, Jeremy Pena. And a base hit up the middle.
Wastes no time there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Martin Maldonado up next for the Astros.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Pena gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, a few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch. That grip, slip out of your hand, release point, wind up, all of those things. And I think it's safe to say at least one of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
Altuve in the box now. No balls and a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. Joe McDonald rings him up.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And next to hit for Houston, Alex Bregman. Outside.
Outside.
Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Two on, 1 out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Lewis. Over to first, but it's offline.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. Just missed. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Foul ball there. Left-hand batter waits. Slider misses outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Kyle Tucker waiting to hit for Houston. The kick, the 3-2. And down on strikes he goes. 3rd out, and that ends the frame.
Hey, pretty lady, won't you tell me your name? Maybe we can take this party back to my place.
Ryan Stanek gets the call from the pen. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Ryan Stanek.
And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
The catcher.
And a pitch. Just off the inside edge. Next offering upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Righty delivers. There's the strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And another ball. On the ground to third, and it stays fair.
The designated hitter, number 4. Carlos
Now Correa up to hit.
Correa.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
0-2 now. This one smoked out to left. And there's one down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Edward Julian.
Here's the second baseman, number 47. In there, and it's 0-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
The pitch. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, left field. Brantley in position. He's got it. There's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 19, Alex Kirilloff.
Fed at first. Stepping in, Alex Kirilloff. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Dives. What a play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the boys fired up in the dugout.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Caleb Thielbar.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think that's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now, Kyle Tucker. And the pitch. And ball 1.
That's down.
Out to short. And he beats it with room to spare.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. So digging in, Chas McCormick. That one drilled left field. Bangs off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. And that's a double. And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
First pitch just misses. Tucker on 3rd. McCormick at 2nd with nobody out. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Kicks and fires. And that skips in the dirt. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Jeffers pulls it down, 1 away.
No, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
So next up for Houston, Jose Abreu.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
And now the lefty. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. 2nd and 3rd here, 1 away. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
the punch out there. 2 down.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Pena stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Late swing fouled off. Kicks and deals. A dive, he's got it. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back in Minnesota, here's the shortstop at the plate, Royce Lewis. The pitch. And that one sliced foul. Next offering is down low, and the count even 1-1. At the belt and fires, and a count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And in foul ground, he pulls it down, 1 out.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron.
Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a ball.
That missed.
Two 2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Ball.
Just off the outside part of the plate. The pitch. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now for the Twins, Max Kepler. That one misses.
No, that's out.
And that is ball 1. Good eye right there.
2-0.
And he deals. And that one in the air center field. McCormick trying to get there. Grabs it on the run. 2 away.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman,
Jorge Polanco, the next Twin up to hit. In there for strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And the 0-1. Good eye in that spot.
Outside.
Started after it. Appeal to third. Did not go. And a foul ball left side. Buxton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. We go to the 9th, and here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado. Thielbar, a 6-foot lefty, 36 years old, and he's playing today in his home state of Minnesota. And a pitch. And he takes a strike. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Polanco sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. That one pushed foul. And here it comes. And fouled off. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Out number 2.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Alex Bregman up next for the Astros. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. And out of here. Alex Bregman sends it out. His second home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 14-3.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Ball one, no strikes. The pitch. Now one out to right. Kepler makes the play, and it's out number 3.
We about to go silent. It's all about to go down. You know what to look sexy. It's all I'm thinking about. It's all you ready to go. You know I'm ready to go. It's about to get jumping. Said you.
Rafael Montero comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The wind and the pitch. Gallo now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
That misses.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now one missed. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back and gone. He circles the bases, and they're chipping away. It's 14-4.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So up next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. First pitch, and he just misses. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. The Astros have some action in their pen. Phil Maton, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Nobody on, nobody out here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one lifted in the air center field. McCormick has it sized up. And there's one down.
The designated hitter, number 4.
Carlos Correa, the next twin up to hit. And that's in there for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And 1-2.
It's a good take.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
Now back, second baseman, Edward.
And next for Minnesota, number 47. That one's in there, 0-1. And that's a little bit high. The next pitch misses. 2-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. McCormick has it sized up. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros slug their way to a win in this one.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
14-4 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 38,649. A reminder that extra light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond Rice Field.